Well, historic winter storm hitting the South this week. Many states seeing record-breaking snowfall. In New Orleans, check this out. More snow has fallen there this week than in Anchorage, Alaska. We're talking about 8 inches of snow. Southern ranchers have no choice but to head out and deal with the extreme cold. Drovers hearing from Sundown Cattle Company in Georgia, where they say it's calving season for some, so they have battled the chilly temperatures to keep them fed. They report seeing about 4.5 inches of snow at their farm. And in Alabama, Kim Slay, who runs cattle in central Alabama, says they have plenty of high-quality hay, protein tubs, and bins of supplemental feed for their first and second calf heifers and young replacements. They say dealing with temperatures reaching just 10 degrees was worse than dealing with the snow. Well, they also saw snow in Florida. Just crazy. Jack Van Meter has your forecast and your warm-up.
Let's go ahead and start off with our drought monitor. Now, what I really want to hit on with this graphic is, again, showing areas where there is drought, but also showing areas where we actually could start to build back because of the ample snow cover that is on the ground. We'll start off with the East Coast, especially down here in North Carolina, seeing moderate to even some severe drought, especially by the coast. But as we make our way up, still seeing some pretty dry conditions out there in New Jersey, and actually up there in Maine too, fairly dry as well. Good news is, again, when we have those northeastern storms moving up, again, depositing a good amount of snow there. Michigan actually fairly dry as well, actually seeing some moderate to even severe drought start to take place over by Lake Huron there. We are going to be still seeing multiple chances of lake effect snow for those folks. Now, as we make our way over to the west, we can see that the situation down in California still not great. Still seeing that extreme drought start to take place there. Good news is, though, there is still a chance that they might be seeing some moisture, especially going into next week. Here's that snowfall estimate that is on the ground currently, and actually that pack is holding great, especially for the East Coast there. Parts of the Ohio Valley region starting to see some pretty significant melting take place. But that being said, as for future snow, not the best chances going into this week. We are going to be seeing a very light Clipper system move past just north of Canada there, and especially the Great Lakes states, and actually still watching some mountain snow develop over the next few days as some energy is detached and moves there. But as for any major winter storms, not looking at anything as of late. That being said, the jet stream is something we're keeping a fairly close eye on, especially this closed off low that is going to be developing off the coast of California and actually moving in. And that low pressure right there is actually going to be spinning there and starting to develop some showers and actually giving Southern California a nice chance of rain, something that they've been needing for a long time. But what this low is really doing is pushing a lot of that Arctic air out of the way and ushering in some warmer conditions to end January.
Thanks, Jack. Well, we saw $5 corn this week. What does it mean technically? Plus, when you look at trade, is it the U.S. dollar or threats of tariffs that's having a bigger impact on the markets right now? We'll talk about it all with Arlan Suderman and Dwayne Bussey after the break.